the guiding principle by which I've tried to live my life. It's basically doing all you can to live the life you really want that will bring you the most joy. Reverend Georgette Morgan Thomas gets it. At the age of 67 and putting her retirement savings at risk, Reverend Georgette combined her love of her community and her love of hats to improve the lives of those around her. One life, one job, and one hat at a time.
I'm Georgette Morgan Thomas, owner of American Hats. When I walk into a room, I always feel good about it. I don't feel shy. I feel very confident because of my hat. My grandmother gave me that sense of confidence because she started putting hats on me early. And so I grew up being quite a little lady early in my life.
And in 2015, this now grown lady bought a hat company that went up for sale in Philadelphia, about 110 miles away from her home.
Like many Americans, I was always complaining about the outsourcing of jobs. And so I said, well, this is my opportunity to do my part, put my money where my mouth is, invest in manufacturing in the U.S., making something here.
Georgette was a social worker and pastor, but had no formal business training.
I just turned to the staff and I said, you've all been here 20 and 30 years. You know what to do, so we can do this.
3 times a week, she commutes to the factory.
Oh, wow. I love this one.
And keeps a showroom in her Harlem neighborhood.
How are things going in your...
But it has not always been easy. During the first year, American Hats lost a big account, so her neighbors offered support.
The word kind of got around that, you know, Rev's lost a big contract and things are really hard at the factory. And people would stop me and say, well, I've got $50. And sometimes I'd get a card that said thank you, and it would have $100 in it.
To drive up business, she decided to focus on a new generation, millennials. She added fedoras to the collection and updated the website to reflect her community, even using her local baristas as models.
My hope is to keep the art of making hats alive, to bring more interest to it, to train people so that they can have a job that they can enjoy, that we're directing money back into community.
Good morning. How are you?
A community she hopes to inspire.
We had about 75 to 80 students come to visit us. We showed them the process of making hats from beginning to end, but we're trying to look at how we can do something for not just interns and students, but formerly incarcerated individuals who just feel like they need a new lease on life.
And Georgette knows her new lease on life is a challenge.
It needs rehab, but that's what I've done all my life. I've been in rehabilitation in one way or the other, either with the mind or with the spirit.
Her American spirit.
So many Americans have so many great ideas. So many people have things and skills and gifts that they can put into production. And if I can do it, they can do it.
Hats off to that. And Reverend Georgette Morgan Thomas is here with us now. Welcome.
Thank you.
All right, Georgette, put it in practical terms for us. Can anyone wear a hat? Because you're rocking that hat.
Yes, everyone can wear a hat.
It doesn't matter the shape of your head?
No, you just have to find your shape.
What are the young kids wearing today? The fedoras?
They're wearing the fedoras. They wear what we used to call a boater, which is a flat top, a straight wide brim that they sit on the back of their heads.
And is it true you use your retirement money to get this business going?
I did.
That was a risk.
Yes, it is.
How do you feel about it? It's panned out okay so far?
Well, it's so much fun. And I've touched a lot of lives. The customers call in from all over the country. And sometimes they're not talking just about hats. And so having been a psychotherapist, I think that helps me set them at ease. People often say, it's been so good talking to you. And, you know, we didn't even get to the order yet. So.
And they're all made in America.
Everything.
Obviously, made in America. I understand you. We're gonna try out this big noggin. I have a big noggin.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so I understand you brought something for me to try on so we can see if anybody really can wear a hat.
Everyone can wear a hat.
This? I can't go wrong.
Okay. So this is our fedora. This is a men's styled, but a woman certainly can wear
Which
this.
part goes in the back? The round part?
The round
pointed
part
part?
of the crown is usually the back of the head, and the pointed part is usually the front. That's how you can tell.
All right, let's see.
So we're going to just put this
Do you put it
on
low,
you.
or what do you do?
Well, it's what I always like a little character with a hat. So I like a little dip
like
to
it
my
too.
hat.
I like it a lot. Yeah. I'm convinced. All right, so Georgette, where can they find you? How can they find you if they want one of these right now?
We're at American Hats LLC, www.americanhatsllc.com.
There, and we'll put it on our website as well. We'll be right back.